Welcome back, everyone. What is the center of a baseball, you ask? Well, wise guy Matt Sellin is here with an answer.
Before we do that, I forgot to do something last time, which was I didn't announce who won the T-shirt.
Oh, that's right. The question from last time.
And yeah, Nick Duden of Gifford is the one who sent me a very, very good explanation about the center of gravity and tipping over and the difference between men having their weight way up on their shoulders and women having skinnier shoulders and so on.
Just in case Gabriel confused you last time, it's nothing to do with being limber or having smaller feet.
And finding the center of gravity of something is very easy. All you do is balance it. So if I take this baseball bat, I can just see where are the places where I can put my finger so that the thing more or less balances like that.
Okay.
And now, you might wonder, everybody knows that there's something called a sweet spot on a baseball bat.
Right.
And your experience tells you what that is. It's where you hit the ball so that you don't get the sting on your hands, right? You get a very nice, solid, satisfying whack, right?
Don't say experience. My batting average in the league was about 167. So.
That's better than mine. Okay, and so, now, you might think naively that where you want to hit it is the center of gravity, but that's not the case. That's why I'm bringing this up here. If I were to hit this bat at the center of gravity, which is where this little black tape is, what happens is the whole bat just goes that way because that's the balance point. If I hit it at the balance point, the whole thing moves together. What you want to do is hit it a little farther out than the balance point because
That's got more beef out there than...
That's right. So what you want is you want to find the spot that when you hit the bat at that spot, the bat rotates about the place where your hand's going to be anyway. So even if your hand wasn't there, that would be the rotation axis because that way your hand doesn't have to absorb any of that force. Okay? And so if I hit it at the center of mass or center of gravity, it doesn't work. If I hit it at the very end, the end of the bat goes that way. If I hit it too far in, the bat goes the other way, but a little bit farther out.
And that's where the sweet spot is.
That's where the sweet spot is. And you can do this little experiment if you just hang this thing just so that people can hear this. And then I'm just going to tap this thing. You can sort of hear how that doesn't sound real good. And then right there, it's nice and quiet. And if I hit it down at the bottom, it sort of rattles again. And so you can find the sweet spot on your own baseball bat very easily just by hanging onto it and just hitting it with something until you find a place where your hand doesn't vibrate when you hit it. And then you'll know that's where you want the ball to be hit.
The same thing applies then to tennis rackets that have a sweet spot? And
that's right. Tennis rackets, any other sort of percussive things that you hit balls with, you can find the sweet spot in exactly that way.
You're teaching us that science is invading everything in our life, even games. I might be a little disappointed.
That's right. And, okay, so we're not going to be doing The Wise Guy for a couple of weeks because there's going to be
vacation.
2 weeks of I'm going to be gone on Wednesday mornings. So I'm going to ask a really tricky question for 3 weeks from now.
Okay.
And we're going to talk about collisions and explosions that day.
Okay.
Of course, that always sounds good. And so the experiment is the following. Matt, I want you to take this. He's already practiced this.
Oh, yeah.
Take a basketball and a tennis ball, put the tennis ball on top of the basketball and drop them together and watch.
To drop it on the floor.
Watch the tennis ball.
Okay. It's flying up.
Right? Cool. That tennis ball goes much, much higher than the original height you dropped it from. It bounces very high when you drop it like that. And the question is, how come?
Because. Well, we'll find out in 3 weeks. Let's take a look at our Champagne Skycam. Kind of gray around central Illinois.